Oh, jeez. Right. Gents, No Name, Batman, Red Oak 24, the homie Brandon, Jawara back in the house. Jawara, you taking care of that head of yours? So you're gonna be shaving like the rest of us. I do like the dreads though. And if a white guy has dreads, it just doesn't look the same. MGTOW values in the house. Good to see you guys. So we are discussing the state of the manosphere. The back and forth infighting, name calling of other channels, conventions, just it's weird, right? It's like, what are we doing? Timmy Kramer's in the house. Timmy's a good dude, back from a steak barbecue. You know, the reality is this, man. We are living that we shouldn't be fighting this manosphere crap, fighting back and forth, charging outrageous dollars for advice that we should be giving to each other, to help each other, to move this knowledge and this awareness to every brother that we have, right? And that's the key, right? Red Oak 24, I'm here to say I appreciate you don't really care much for the sphere anymore. I watch a lot of the stuff. I'm still very heavily interested in content. I appreciate different people's angles, right? MGTOW, a name calling convention. Yep. It's weird. It's all, follow the money. How about that? We shouldn't be fighting each other. We shouldn't be calling each other names. We shouldn't be a big guy came on my channel, posted, and called me an incel. And he's big. I won't even mention his name. But, he called me an incel because I think he was pilled, and then he wanted to he realized the money was in helping dudes. I don't know. Get ladies or something. There's hungry, thirsty guys that are looking for anything they can do to make money and to get chicks. So these guys will cater, right? Whatever, to each their own. MGTOW values, absolutely right. They're throwing men under the bus for money, and I haven't had enough of them. Yep, Timmy Kramer. Negative energy breeds the same. 100%, man. 100%. Homie Brandon. State of the Manosphere is pretty sad. Guys arguing about not paying homage on who said what, who's stealing whose phrases. Yeah. Like, who cares, right? Whoever said she's not yours, it's just your turn. I mean, that's whoever said it, who cares? We'll get the awareness out. It's an ego issue. We don't need that crap. The Savvy BG show. Wife left me as my YouTube channel blew up. I still love her. Any advice? Your YouTube channel blew up and you got attention, which took the attention off of her and onto you. She left you. I don't know tell me about your relationship. I think if you're really missing her, you put her on the fantasy. You're not looking at the reality. She left you. Listen, okay. She left you because you were being successful. That to me would be massive red flag. But if you need advice, rebelagainstdefeat@gmail.com. And I'll answer your email. Anything I can do to help you. People's DR, ¿Cómo están los hombres? ¿Cómo está la gente en la República Dominicana? Estamos aquí, adelante, hablando de las mujeres. Good to have you. Tron in the house, good to see you. MGTOW values, MGTOW do not. Red pill are good, but the PUA are driving for money. Yes. Yes, they are. Good advice. If a woman leaves you in monkey branches and discards you, she is not worth it. Again, you're thinking of the fantasy, not the reality. Because the reality would tell you you don't hook your wagons to her, right? So, it is what it is. Get back to reality, 100%. Howdy, Guillerme. How you doing? Good to have you. It's always good to have everybody on an Easter Sunday. Hope you guys' day was good. I had made Easter dinner for my kids and my sister and her kids. It was great. Just hanging out, laughing about old times, and talked to my two boys earlier about, what we talk about. Their dating life, which is nothing. They're seeing at age 16 and 20 what the reality of dating is. And it's worse for these kids than when I was 19. It was easy to date. Now they're all princesses. Thanks for all your help with the issue I had. Also, is it true that YouTube is, yes, they are blocking comments. They are deleting subscribers. Timmy Kramer got deleted. Carl got deleted. So yeah, it's happening. I was at a wedding last night watching married women flirting with other men. Was comical. That's attention, man. 100%. 100%. Right? So it's just your turn. You're absolutely right. So this whole infighting is all PUA based. I don't know. The only reason I would go to a conference would be to meet other guys that I've met through this channel. And I wouldn't mind, but I'm not. They're not celebrities in my book. Like, they provide a great service, but how are they celebrities? Because they have all. I mean, just again, I'm of the thinking. I want to help other men, and I want to give back, and I want to see no other men suffer and struggle. And using my experience and experience of others could potentially impact a man for the good. And that's why I do it. There's no reason to charge $1. Now, I've always stood by Coach Greg Adams. I think he provides a wonderful service. I think he deserves super chats. He doesn't ask for them. He writes books. He sells his books. He puts hard work into those books. And if you read his books, they're damn well done. Richard Cooper wrote a book. He deserves to be paid. But my experience in life, I'm the same age. I'm probably older than those two guys. I think I'm older by 2 or 3 years. But my experience, I don't need to call someone for experience. I have the experience. Now, if I was 22, that's a different story, right? The modern woman it wasn't this extreme in the past. No, it's not. It's just accelerated. We have a good masculine conference right here, right now. Absolutely, MGTOW values. You interrupted me when I was playing COD. I was virtually I'm sorry. This is more important than that. But it's all good. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, that's the reality. We're not here to. It drives me nuts when people fight, and I've seen the show. I've seen the last few episodes in the last 2 weeks of this guy was married. He's not married. This guy does this. This guy does that. It's ridiculous. We should be all helping each other. We should be literally sharing our experience, asking for advice from one another. Hey, you're 25, you just got married, you've been married a year, you're miserable. Talk to a guy that's 48 that went through it for 20 years. Talk to a guy like Timmy Kramer that hasn't never been married because his uncle told him young not to do it. And look at what he does. He sees all of his buddies, 2, 3, 4 divorces. Miserable, right? Wish I had an uncle like that. There aren't many safe space places for men anymore in society. Women have even taken over the gyms. That's the new nightclub, right? Is that what Coach Greg Adams talks about? Mm-hmm. Their new boyfriend is the gym. Older men such as myself support young men in a difficult time. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Men need places to gather and communicate. I would agree 100%. I have a hard time when people are asking for donations and money for this crap. You know, I think Big John, when I watched him, MGTOW's Freedom, he'd say he didn't even ask for it. And finally people wanted to donate to him. He's like, I got a Patreon, send me a few bucks so I can drink his scotch when he did the shows, and people were cool with that, or have a stogie. And, people weren't asking. They weren't. In the beginning, no one was asking for this kind of, it's not a business. If you're relying on MGTOW, the Crimson Capsule, to be your source of income, you're mistaken, right? You might as well be a PUA and sell how to get chicks, which I don't even know what's in these books. Like, seriously, like, you can buy a course, a 20-hour course on how to get a chick. Again, paralysis of analysis. MGTOW Values had another uncle. Great. MGTOW's Freedom. Yeah, and I did go to MGTOW Mirror Project. I saw everyone, but I didn't see me on there. I saw guys that were smaller than me. But whatever. Hopefully they're just backed up. They'll put these channels on there. But anything that you can do to share and spread awareness of men's issues and men and women being in a relationship and the issues that come about it, I think provide service for the next generation and the subsequent generations that are going to be going through this. These boys, my boys, need help because they've been raised in divorced families. They've been raised in this technology of Snapchat, instant attention, simp. It's simp nation. These young kids need serious fucking help. It is not the same anymore. This is the wild, wild west now. Every woman's going to believe that she can get on OnlyFans and make $1 million like that gal just did the other day. Ridiculous. So we have to somehow move this awareness. And it's not about PUA. I don't understand using PUA tactics in today's world. It makes no sense. It'd be like going back to, tape decks in cars. We're past it, right? This would never have happened if we not share and communicate knowledge with each other. 100%, brother. Most of the time is meant to be spread and shared around as long as you are not creating competition for yourself. Wink, wink. Red Oak 24. You have been one of the few voices of reason in my life, and there's something wrong with that. Oh, bell ringing. Thanks, brother. We share what we share. Everybody here shares on their channel. You share through comments. You read in the same comments from your other brothers in the manosphere exactly what you have gone through or potentially will go through. It's a cheat code. This is a cheat code to life. Think about if you didn't have this awareness and you got divorced and then you went back and did it again. And now you have this awareness. Telling my married buddies last night about MGTOW and RP, their wives gave me dirty looks. You're breaking the conditioning, my friend. You're breaking the conditioning. Trauma. The OnlyFans market is already oversaturated. I would agree. PUA is an invitation for a Duluth model. Me too. I would agree. I would stay away from it. I may pay $2,000 to attend the Make Men Better conference. Well, you know what? I don't have a problem paying to go and see that and be with other guys. Better Bachelor is going to be there. Well, he's set up right now, and so forth. So let's see what happens. Is Greg Adams going to? I think Greg Adams is going to be there, right? That might be good. I am 38. Is it too late to meet younger women for casual encounters? No, heavens no. You should be dating an 18-year-old. Easy. Lux Boss in the house. Rad, I knew you was coming with a live session much needed. Thanks for being here. You may be young, but it's very possible to be smart. There is no connection. but it's very, very positive. 100%. First name, last name, good to see you in the house. Be smart. MGTOW values. Homie Brandon, PUA and game won't protect you from getting divorced, getting falsely accused, or put on child support while the mother takes the child and moves to another state. That right there is truth. 100%. Pure, genuine truth. PUA does not protect you from those 10 digits that can be punched into a phone. I give most of the credit to my mentor, though. Without him, where would I be? He truly saved me in more ways than one. Everybody needs someone like that in their life. I would agree. 100%. Brad, is this for many? Yes. Many, many dudes. Check DDJ's video first. His channel is down. Interesting. David knocking at the door. What we got here? For all the girls that work at Walmart, get ready for massive layoffs. Walmart is now they're getting rid of all cashier positions around the world. Dang. Starting. Good to see you here. David. Is she blanks? Sharp is a fraud. Big ups to other men, but that guy is a fake. Check the shots. He's also taking care of another man's and an LTR. Red flags. Health and wealth to him. I did watch that video too. And I just think you're going to see a lot of people trying to make money. Can't preach to me, though. Cyberzoni in the house. Hello, my friend. No name. This is great news. MGTOW and the red pill movement is becoming less and less taboo. Men everywhere are starting to wake up to female nature every day. Mr. MVP in the house. It is moving in the right direction, not as fast as we would like, but there is getting articles and TV programs that are talking about men opting out. I mean, women's magazines are talking about it. I talked to a neighbor of mine yesterday. She said, guys just don't want to commit. No, who wants to commit? She also had 3 kids from 3 different baby daddies. Very attractive. She married these rich dudes from Park City and whatever. It's fun to watch female nature in action. She's fine to sit around and talk crap with, but again, you go in knowledge, knowing this, that those are 3 red flags that are biological at first. But she's saying the same thing. She can't find a guy. So it is moving, 100%. Mach E, what up, Rebel? Everything's good. Good to have you in the house. Sorry, I don't want to ask too many questions, but you said it's going to be easy for me to date young women. Any suggestions where to start? Pickups, apps, friend circle? Nah, check just wherever. Starbucks. Go on hikes. Probably the best place is if you have hobbies and you like to hike, if there's a hiking club or a bike club, or you like to go to a specific bar, you like a specific type of food, like that. It's a little bit harder now because of COVID and masks. So, but you're very 30. I got a good buddy that's 39 and his girlfriend's 22. They've been together a year. Anyone here still buy movies on Blu-ray? I don't. I pretty much stream everything. Men are opting into success, free of women sucking the life out of them. Yeah, people are waking up. Again, I did a video on, hey, what do they bring to the table? You really have to ask that. Got snipped at 30. I only make like 40K, but on this route, no kid, never married, put away like 200K and have a property in LA. Amazing what you can keep. We're minimalist, is she? Good for you, man. Good for you. The Savvy show, I've had the best of luck dating women I see every day when I'm out and about. Yes, in person. The problem with dating apps, we talked about this a lot, you cannot stand out. There's nothing that separates you from the next guy. You're only a swipe away to be replaced. If they see you in person, it's a completely different story. Date a waitress at a restaurant. I hit once in a while, just kind of on and off. We both know we're not serious. It's a perfect relationship right there. And that'll get dried up too. So we got some DVD buyers in the house. Cyberzoni, supreme introvert in the house. Definitely not moving fast enough. That girl making $1 million less than a day isn't a good thing. Well, it's what's going to happen. All the other girls that think she's as attractive are going to think they can earn it. And it's going to move them to be even more delusional, which will wake men up probably quicker, hopefully. Right? I wish I could make $1 million on OnlyFans, but no one want to see my naked ass. No, please not. Well, there might be some people. Best way to get minimal risk in dating is to go overseas. Chili pepper in the house. Potentially, yeah. Potentially. I know in Asia they love U.S. Guys from the U.S. But again, risk and reward. Same time. The women over those areas are the same. They might be a little bit behind in terms of the acceleration of working the man, but they definitely are females with female brains that are emotional. Simple as that. Bad Bobby is a unique case. I would agree. Saw a gal who dropped a few points after taking the mask off. Yes. Yes. 100% you are. Sigma Life. Obrigado from Brazil. Guys, we got people in the house. Brazilians, they get it. Look at those beautiful women in Brazil. Tell us, Sigma Life, what's it like dating a Brazilian woman? Is she like the rest of them? Does she monkey branch? Is she hypergamous? Is she emotional? Is she loyal? They're beautiful. Oh, those Brazilians. Damn, they're hot. Spike is in the house. How you doing, brother? Edgar Neal is in the house. Good to have you. I would avoid marrying a woman overseas because a lot of them hide who they really are. They want to get married and come to the U.S. Yes. And guys, they're seeking something. Okay. My son just bought a new car yesterday. Very proud of him. 2021. He told me that a girl saw him in it. A 20-year-old girl saw him and texted him, hey, what's going on? Just reached out of the blue. I see you got a new car. Well, she probably saw he got a new car. He's got some money behind him, right? He's able to afford a new car. He's got resources. Remember, they're seeking something. Status or resources or attention or validation. It all is in the same blender, right? You have to be very careful. I would totally agree. Because guys from the U.S. are easily tricked. That's why Thai girls love American men so much. Yes. MGTOW, do not bring a woman to the West. Correct. No name. Yes, they are. Trust me, women are still women. Yes. All women are hypergamous and gynocentric. That is how they are operating. We do not fault them for that. That is that we understand them. Find a virgin bride with strong religious beliefs, Darlie Lambert. It's not bad advice. I don't know where if they exist. What do you think about dudes with money who control their women with their money? Well, I guess if you talk to somebody, it's called frame. But that woman is still seeking resources. So she doesn't love him. But if it works, if it's a transaction, he's willing to give her money and he gets something in return, perfect. Your neighbor? Gotcha. Okay. Even that isn't enough. Guys, look at Kanye West, 6.6 billion. She's divorcing him. Now she wants someone that makes 60 billion. I'm old enough to remember dating without cell phones and computers, the good old days. Me too. I remember when call waiting came out on the phone. Jiminy Christmas. Timmy Kramer. What then happens is that she gains confidence in monkey branches. Sorry, but it happens. Absolutely. Nick in the house. Shaved my head today. Feels awesome. Free, isn't it? Good for you. You can use a normal razor. You don't need to buy one of those, made for a head. It takes me 30 seconds to shave my head. You can't treat a woman like total crap or she'll get mad and leave. The only advice I would tell you is to give them no attention. If you remove attention, they seek attention. Simple as that. If you give them attention, they remove theirs. Psychology. It's not a game. It's psychology. Understand that. Don't give them attention. They'll seek yours. I can go back to Vietnam, bring back a 20-year-old wife, but what the F for? I'm starting to enjoy my freedom. I'm the same way, man. Same way. Vietnamese women, beautiful. I'm 36. Listen to these men, gents. From this brother to CGA to Joker. Protect the mic. I got lucky and dodged a ton. Never married or kids. Sad to see that most brothers get stuck. I pushed the message. Good for you. Good for you, Ishi. Supreme Introvert. Yep, the show 90 Day Fiancé is a major red pill. All the foreigners want to get in the U.S. Yep, I watched that. Number one, I can't imagine. I just can't believe the people that are. I just have to shake my head. How dumb people are. You need to make yourself desirable and make it where you are the catch and have options 100%. Darlene Lambert, let's see, no name to Darlene Lambert. Most religious people in America are fake. Yes. They're all born again virgins too. Hey, Rad, mind if I shout out a few people? Their content is very good. And I said, yeah, go ahead. This perfect website keeps. Yep. It's happening. Kanye got smart, had one hell of a lawyer. I would agree. He could never control her. It was over from the day he met her. Gen Z here, never experienced a real and stable society. No. Hang in there and be strong. Listen to guys that have been through it. Listen to what you need to do to be the best version of yourself. Don't listen to your peers. Quid pro quo, give something for something in return. Used to be the standard in men, women marrying their fortunes together. No more. Exactly. Carl in the house. You're a good dude too. We had a good discussion the other day. And I'll talk to you guys. All right? I enjoy meeting folks and whatever you need. So good to talk to you, Carl. Good to see you. Brazilian women are feminists from hell. Sigma life. There you go, guys. They've got feminism in Brazil. You can't hide. Do not bring them back. I live in Southeast Asia. Which part? At least that was a reasonable system. What we have now is crazy. Yes, it is absolutely out of control. Over 500,000 women joined OnlyFans in the last 24. Oh, jeez. What do they bring to the table? There's only so, well, then you're dealing with simps and blue pills that think they're going to be the only one. Listen, Eddie Murphy, don't bring them back to the West. Yes. Well, you can't treat them like crap. Don't be that to anybody, but be indifferent to them and don't lose sight of your utility because she's not using sight of your utility. Am I right? Yes. Get a bush bitch and stay with her in the bushes. Good one. Do you think there are good women out there? Yes. But I think you'd have better chance catching a ride on a spaceship tonight. Current situation is crazy. It started to get crazy when I was young in the 80s, but yes, it's totally nuts today. Guys, just watch Greg Adams stuff when he lays it out. We lay it out. Getting with a woman today is extremely difficult to find a very good one. And if you do find it, you are obviously dealing with an emotional brain versus your logical. But are there good women out there? I think so. I haven't found any. But I'm sure somebody has, and there's an exception to every rule. What would happen if I tell a girl I need attention and validation from her? What do you think? You're now a celebrity or a fan. She's a celebrity. She's going to walk all over you. She'll probably ask you for everything, love bomb you, try to suck all your resources and then dump you like a bad habit. Like the ones who don't monkey branch are not hard programmers. Yes. The Logical Man, Red Pill Man, Pimp God, Shinobi Wan, KC, the Red Pill Alpha. Check them out. I will. Good. This awareness, we got to get this awareness out. Can't even go party. Just got single. Well, get out and do things. Work on yourself. That's what you need to do right now. Do you believe dating market is just breeding a bunch of delusional entitlement types? Yes. Oh, 100%, man. Give them some love. They're small, need some attention. They have great content. I will. My dad is there. He said Vietnamese women are the same way now as Western women. Well, the internet's made that all possible. It's flattened everything. Sense of the cycles and motions. Gotcha. Reginald Horton in the house. Hey, Rad. Reggie, I've made a few mistakes getting schooled by the forever bachelor every day. Men first, make money, save money. Yes, sirree, Bob, Reginald. Ability to be a jerk is useful, I guess, untrue. Well, there is value in giving them no attention. It's when you give a woman no attention, it signals to her that her beauty does not bamboozle you, and that is what she'll seek, right? Your attention. When she gets attention, she doesn't want it. But when she doesn't get attention, she wants it. It's as simple as that. There's good information. Yes, the cell phone, hand phone is creating a mess everywhere. Dude, if they got a phone, it's over. You know they're on every damn app. You know they have stories, posting, validation, and it's the world we live in. You would always be seen as beneath in her eyes. 100%. 100%. Jawara. The money I gave Coach Graham is less than what my child support would be if I had a kid. Yeah. That he deserves every penny of it. He doesn't ask for it. That's very different from several people out there that ask for chats and all. It's ridiculous. A woman told me she wanted to do a relationship type things, but doesn't want to be in a relationship. So since she wants to whore in peace, I gave her back to the streets. Never take them serious. Mr. MVP is 100% correct. Send her back to the streets where she belongs. Brandon Holmes is in the house. What's up, brother? Maintain frame, rad stream. $1 million off OnlyFans of founding fathers roll in their graves. Red Oak 24. Now we're turning into a society where they don't want to work. They want to, again, wake up, put some makeup on, and cash in. What do they bring to the table besides their physical? And OnlyFans is literally pulling back the covers and exposing that reality. Can you imagine being like Peter North, just make millions off banging hot chicks all day? He probably figured it out very early. Whatever, I'm a jerk to women. They all love me. It's insane. I don't act like that, but it's what it is. Guys, quit being nice to them. Treat them as if they're your 5-year-old sister. Simple as that. And they will flock to you. A lot of people in society become narcissists. Of course. So easy now, right? Act like a jerk. How? Text them later. 2 days, 3 days, don't answer the phone. Tell them you're going to be something. Listen to Tom Likas. He's got a video on how to treat women like crap. And not in a way that's, dangerous. It's just backhanded compliments, things like that. It's funny. It's really funny. Tom Likas he's the godfather of this. No, if I'm kind and affectionate, she treats me the same way my cat treats me. Yeah, dude. Show no emotion. Stoicism. If they got a phone, it's over. 100%. Carl, and women today expect us to invest in them as though they are a priority when most view their relationship as an option. Yes. Truth be told, it's not pretty. Insult her, ignore her, don't compliment her, don't emotionally invest in her, things like that. I know it's wrong, but still. No, just give her no attention. Same thing. When you give her no attention, it signals again that you are on the pedestal, not her. You did not put her on the pedestal. The moment she's on the pedestal, it's over. Over, over, over. You've lost. And putting her on a pedestal is, no name is right, ignore her. Is telling her is complimenting her, is giving her gifts, is giving her validation and attention. Don't do that. You're on the pedestal. Men first. Wake up, fake up, and get cash. Yeah, ain't that the truth? And they'll eat it up. Part of the reason why I avoid relationships so much alongside all other relationships really can't last more than 4 to 5, 6 weeks. That's it. In and out. And if you don't believe me, go for it. Go after 6, 8 weeks. See what happens. Do you think OnlyFans should be banned? No. Let it be. It's exposing even quicker female nature. It's perfect for our world. It's perfect for people really understanding. Why does society want us to chase women? I just think it's been the narrative they are. It's good to have you in the house. It's a Disney story. Remember the guy would serenade the girl that's up in the second floor balcony of the house, and he's praying to her, just sending her a song and just simping. Just society programming. They should be chasing us because we are the men that build, create, and fix. Most platforms of social media should be reformed in a way to avoid producing so much dopamine. Yes. Ain't going to happen, though. It's all about attention. You just have to tell them that they're wrong and they will get offended and see you as a jerk. It's that simple. Nice guys always agree with what women say. Yes, and nice guys are weak because they're agreeable. The other thing, say no. Use those two letters, N-O, and you'll get more tail than you can imagine. If you literally, and you have to mean it. No attention and no. Were you looking at me? Hell no. And I don't know, you don't even respond. Most platforms of social media should be reformed in a way to avoid producing so much dopamine. Our host basically said it, very memorable. Most platforms, I just read that. Sorry, YouTube's keep, gotcha. All good. Would love to see a breakdown of where have all the good men gone articles by year. Appears to be picking up rapidly. I know, isn't it? The good men are still there. The good men are opting out, Carl, of anything that has no return on investment. It's really that simple. Jimmy Kramer, that was a scene from Breaking Away, the movie. Me and you won't do that. Correct. We won't chase him. My family says the same thing. I roll my eyes whenever they do. Mm-hmm. Do not say no to get tail, as getting tail is an invitation to hell. Yes. There are risks and rewards, but you're definitely open up Pandora's box when you, any woman, you just, it's treacherous. You just have to understand how it works. First name, last name. It doesn't take skill to be beautiful, and chicks make a living on OnlyFans, which is just winning the lottery and genetics that they take advantage of for an easy life. Mm-hmm. It's exposing delusion. Rad, Paul is in the house. How often do you have to see your ex, and does she know about your channel? I don't know. I haven't seen her in the last year. I've seen her one time. I haven't talked to her on the phone for 6 or 8 months. Just text. The good men are here in the stream. I don't know if she knows about my channel, but if she does, great. I always say no, and they always love it. Yes, because this is the deal. When you tell them no, what are the other guys telling her? Yes, you tell her no. Bam. It's negative attention, but they like it. Try it. John Boston in the house. Hello, Rad. How are you? Terrific. Had a great Easter. I hope you had one too. Did some ham with some maple syrup. That made mashed potatoes over, custom handmade salad. It was delicious. Rolls. My sister was in town with her kids. It's a good time. Good to see you, brother. Watch for chameleons. Yes. Rad, when are you moving to Latin America? Soon, 2 years. I just read today that the top 10 places to retire, guess what was on it? Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Costa Rica. I'm not going to Costa Rica. Vietnam, Malta, Portugal, Ecuador. David knocking at your door. In my opinion, I wish feminism would be illegal. I'm so frustrated with my children's mother. I hear you. I hear you 100%. They have a lot of power. You know how we get our power back? We opt out. It's as simple as that. Right? Mind if I say something controversial about feminism? Sure. Some of these red pill coaches always say, shoot your shot. I always tell myself, I'm in the hoop. I'm the hoop. There you go. Good for you. If I want to attract someone but don't give attention, how will she know I'm interested? No, you flip the script. You flip the script. Don't ever chase a woman. That's beta simp behavior, and that puts her on the pedestal. She's going to have to look at you and find you attractive and chase you, or you move on to the girl that will. Never chase one. We had ham and lamb, and if you don't want meat, you can have lamb. I like that. Sounds good, man. Sounds good, John. Guys, do your own thing. Women have been preaching about how they can do bad by themselves, so let them self-destruct their relationships. Even the sperm banks are drying up. Guys, we're seeing, female nature accelerating through OnlyFans, right? Because of all the attention women get from social media, they have lost the ability to pair bond. Mr. MVP is 100% correct right there. And the CC. Feminism is the offspring of Satanism. Look at their ideals for. I don't disagree with that. If you are familiar with Satanism, then you would know that they encourage hedonism, debauchery, and general carelessness and solipsism. Yeah, and absolve themselves of all personal responsibility. Truth be said, which is exactly what the feminists do. Correct. I spent 2.5 months in Portugal before the pandemic and highly recommend visiting. I'd like to go to Algarve. I could see myself retiring there. Women are still fit and feminine there for the most part. Good to know, Carl. Take care, man. Good to see you, MGTOW values. And that's where we're at today. The PUA world is fighting within itself. It's fighting with guys like ourselves because, again, we are consumers. So if men are opting out of consuming ways to pick up ladies, then the profits go like this. They dive. You have to have an audience. Now, they're always going to have an audience because there's believers out there in the Disney narrative. That's why the fighting. Go, just follow the money. There's ego issues. There's status. Who's got more, whatever. Facts. Only 10% of women are fit, correct? Not enough space in that chat to completely explain it. Sorry about that. I'll check it out. Women want fundamental rights. Yes. Yes, they do. They want fun with no effort. Life by will. In the house. Good to see you. Man looks, stares at a woman. He's a creep, especially if you're fugly. Man approaches, pursues a woman. Now he's a pervert. Man attempts to talk to women equals blank harassment. Isn't that the truth? That's where we are today. But yet that woman can dress in very provocative clothing. But she's entitled because she's empowered. The mental gymnastics that one has to go through with that, you opt out. You're like, you can't win. It's like playing a basketball game, and every time you shoot the ball, they raise the hoop 5 feet. Can't win. PUA and feminism go both hand in hand. Feminism created PUA, 100%. If a man fails to do anything of these things and she finds him cute, he's a weenie. Ain't that the truth? Life by will. My biggest concern is what happens when GDP growth stalls because people aren't forming families, buying homes. Well, you know what's going to happen. Islam has the biggest families now. In the next 2 or 3 generations, they will be the king of the kingdom. PUA are a bunch of simps. I think a guy that chases woman puts a woman on the pedestal. Who doesn't understand that, right? To provide example, look at some common feminist rhetoric. You don't have to be a virgin to get married or to be accepted by a man. Exactly. You don't have to lose weight to be liked or in a committed relationship. You should be able to sleep with 100 different guys and shouldn't be judged for it. Keep talking. I don't know how religious you are, but there are 2 passages in the Christian Bible that are important in the discussion. The man is the head of the family. The woman is supposed to follow the man, and God is supposed to lead that man. Correct. By attacking men and eroding any of their legal or paternal powers, you're also attacking God in a way. You remove men from the family picture, so God now also is removed. Yeah, sure. You're on a sermon tonight. The second is a woman is only meant to lie with one man. I am strongly paraphrasing there, but that was the general sentiment. Corinthians. Which in our modern society is completely unacceptable and ridiculous for the average person to consider. I would agree. Good narrative there, no name. Jamais Toussaint, French, right? Can you give an example of when to say no? Whatever that doesn't fit into your boundaries. Whatever you don't want to do, you say no. You only tell them on their requests. Like if they want to go to a Mexican restaurant you don't want to go to. No, we're not going there. We're going to sushi. Case closed. I want to go there. And then go with another guy. That's how you do it. You act like you have the options, not her. Right? We have become so far removed from God or nature, whatever the holy ideals of our civilization has lived by for thousands of years means nothing to the present day average man or woman. Nope, it does not. It's a very complicated topic, I would agree. There is truth to that statement. Life by will, men are waking up to the fact that relationships aren't worth it. Worth the crap that accompanies it. No. What is the return on investment? What do they bring to the table? Maintain frame. What do you advise a man to do with a large wad of cash? Everything is overvalued now. Stocks, real estate, Bitcoin. Cash is king right now. Put it in a safe. I mean, buy silver coins, which would be my deal. Bitcoin is good. We don't really know the history of where it'll go. Yes, if it goes to 1 million, great. But you know what? It's a computer program at the end of the day. I mean, I have crypto, but I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. If anything, use some of that money to improve yourself, right? Buy things of value that you need. Get out of debt if you have debt. Buy supplies for the house. Have a couple months of food supply. Use that kind of, hedge against what potentially could happen. Good question. Barely good tennis in the house. Rad, is female behavior to men ever genuine from your experience? Well, I thought it was. I think I had some good years with the ex-wife, but I think were genuine. I'm not going to say everything was ingenuine, but I think the narrative under everything was there's always a transaction. Does that make sense? There's some sort of transaction in every experience that I've had. Could be an emotional transaction, could be a physical transaction, but there's always something. It's fun to watch other women sabotage theirs. Yes, Carl. We allow women to have influence and control over our politics and legislation, and look what happens. Well, go look at Rome. Go look what happened to Rome. Patrick Plow. Hope I said that right. Love your channel. French Canadian from Montreal. Big music lover as well. Well, send me some of your music stuff, brother. Good to have you here. Tell us about the Canadian women. They got to be worse than American women. The liberalism of Canada has got to be out of control. Right? Hey, salute the Queen for me, okay? My father-in-law was Canadian from Calgary. Marriage rates, lowest it's ever been. Birth rates plummeting. Nuclear family structure destroyed. Rate of depression amongst women high. Right there, man. Those are some serious pills. Damn right. Rate of STDs, highest it's ever been. Rate of women on prescription drugs, highest it's ever been. Amount of men unwilling to partake in professional events with women, over 20. There you go. Guys, we are seeing the crumbling of civilization worldwide. I think the only way this comes back, this is my personal opinion, any coin right now is doing well. There's just a fancy. I mean, I got a buddy that just bought Raven coin. He spent $3,200 on it. He made 30 grand on it. And then he cashed out. Well, I mean, it's just, again, we're in a mania right now. You don't ever buy in mania. It's risky. That Bitcoin was 60 grand Friday. I mean, it could drop to 20 overnight. Some guy can make an announcement. He's exiting Bitcoin. The whole damn thing falls by half. Understand? Just vanishes. Money can vanish into thin air. Think about that. So anyhow, my theory was this. Islam families are having large and large families. Well, eventually, in 50 years, the Islam nation or the Islam culture will be probably running the show because they'll have the most people. And with that, you understand that they make their women dress up. So potentially it goes back to men are superior to women based on how they rule women, and women are back 50 years ago. Back to, submission. Dave Ramsey was right. Cash is king. This is something my mentor taught me, and when I heard it, it explained everything to me. Maintain frame, depending on where you are retiring. 4 years cash to rest in VTR. Well, if you're more risk adverse, down markets have never lasted more than 4 years. Good point. Jimmy Kramer, this channel and men sharing their view has great value. Yes, and everybody that contributes helps this move awareness to the marketplace, to the guys that need it, to the guys that are sitting. There's guys right now that are on Easter Sunday without their 3 little ones because they're unable to see their kids. And they're probably sitting in their chair, extremely depressed, thinking that their life isn't worth it anymore. And this is what we do. We help those guys. We help people like ourselves. We help others that are struggling. We help others to get their head turned on to female nature, even though they've listened so many times and they still believe there's wonder in marriage and in long-term relationships and cohabs. They have to understand the risk and rewards. And guess what? The reality of that ever happening is extremely slim. Again, you can catch a ride on a spaceship with better luck. Right? Okay, where are we at here? Let's see. Like I said before, thank you for indulging and pay attention to my crazy theory. Much appreciated. No, hey, that's value there, man. I mean, yeah. Read what Paul says in Corinthians. I cannot believe the fear of missing out in real estate too. People think they can put 5% down and will always go up 10% a year. This reminds me of the late 80s. I know. It's out of control in Utah too. You know. Well, no, because Muslims don't actually like anyone who isn't Muslim. Sure. Yeah, you're probably right. But if we don't submit and become Muslim, they'll they'll get rid of us, right? Good theory. What's your advice for protecting men from dating your sister or mother? Should we instill crimson capsule information to the man prior to them marrying our sisters or mothers? Well, if a guy wants to marry in today's age, he is not thinking. And so he wouldn't listen to you anyways. They will listen when they are ready or something damaging happens. Like they get cheated on, they get left, the loyalty's not there, the woman files for divorce, breaks up. If the Islam happened, which it likely will, the irony and look on those women's faces will be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. That's me, Rad. I've not seen my 3 boys over 7 months. See? Yeah. These are good men. Good men, Tron. My sister's every single red flag more than a Chinese parade. Yeah, so does mine. Single child, but that applies to the rest of my female family. It's all right. Hugo Boss in the house. I think it's time to make women great again. I did see that hat. The men are blue-pilled soy boys. Yep. What did Patrick say? I will. They are pretty bad up there. Women up there. Canadian women. See, guys? Doesn't matter where you're at. When you say a man should accept when you're a 45-year-old divorced single mother with 10 STD, if he doesn't, he's just insecure and has mommy issues. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So the guy's sitting there, this information, and that's why I can't understand the fighting, the infighting, where the manosphere is. I mean, guys, we have to help others. That's what men do, right? They help others. I remember my first Christmas without my kids. Well, me and Jack remembered it. Jack got me through it, but I don't advocate that either. Okay. I'm not a huge fan of Berkshire, but historically it's done well. All right, getting into stock talks. Yeah, Carl's got some good stuff. Only RP person in my family, my elderly grandmother, she's old enough to have been around the block. Oh, these older women, they know what's up. How does society go from being the ones who get tattoos to now women getting tattoos and piercing 90% of the time? Why are women attracted to stuff like tattoos? Well, I think women get tattoos and piercing because they want attention and validation, and they like the needle. But why would you put artwork on your body? Can you see it on your back? You can't even see it, right? So why would you do that? You want someone to notice you. You look, even fat chicks get tattoos. They want someone to look at that dolphin on their leg, the big fat leg, and say something. The worst thing you can do is acknowledge it. It'll make him even go more crazy. So went hiking yesterday, and a couple of chicks were coming down, probably 21, 22. This one gal she had the worst misplaced tattoos I've ever seen. Like, she has no idea how to like organize tattoos. But anyhow, she had a tattoo. She had a cigarette tattoo, a drink tattoo, like a margarita glass or something, or a martini glass. She had a bong like on her friggin' leg. Like, you're just like, if any guy gets her that, he dumb as rocks, right? Oh, did I answer that question? Yes. Validation and attention. America first, rebel against Beijing. There you go. Red Oak. Tattoos on women are a turnoff. 100% agree. Trong Lu, good luck finding a woman without tattoos. Absolutely. You know what the new tattoo is? The person that doesn't have them. Good advice, John. Good advice. Timmy Kramer. I learned early in life that I sleep better with no debt on my back and savings in the bank. Men, make money and save money. Enjoy life and your freedom. Damn right. Because if you get married and lose it all, it's a long hill to climb to get back to where you were, and you have the potential of never, ever getting to that level again. It's masculine energy. Hugo Boss. Tattoos for women are the lowest standard of virtue signaling or differentiation. Easier than losing weight or improving themselves. Too stupid to realize that. Well said, Carl. Too stupid to realize it. How do they differentiate themselves? Exactly. My mom got a really stupid tattoo. She just wanted attention. She spent an entire week trying to make me acknowledge it. I completely ignored her. She got angry and kept trying to get my attention. My daughter has them. I'm disappointed. I don't acknowledge them. But she's can make her own decisions. I know a guy with his girlfriend's name on his forehead. Jeez. What? Okay, he deserves everything he gets. He must have done it when he was high or drunk. Supreme introvert. Darlie Lambert. Nah, brah, the woman who had the worst tattoos ever is the chick on YouTube, Roma Army. Go look at her tattoos. It's insane. Yeah, you can't remove them. Again, if they love the artwork, then put it on their wall. The artwork will deteriorate over time. Watch the ink. It turns they look disgusting, like massively gross. Has anybody seen a 5 or 10-year-old tattoo? Especially on an aging woman? Notice a lot of women getting fake eyelashes now, young women too. I know, it's everywhere. Maintain frame. Snuffleupagus, right? My ex-wife got a sleeve tattoo and cut her hair really short. Retro gamer in the house. Yeah, it happens, man. That's what they're doing. Attention. Women are turning masculine and men are turning feminine by being nice and it's basically has shifted men, and for so long it put women on pedestals when we should have been on a pedestal. We need to be helping men understand this, and we do that by living an exemplary life of chasing excellence, of being a better person, of being a strong man and going forth. That's how we do it. And when they realize that you're not hanging out with women and you're becoming even a better person, looking better physically, being successful in work, business, hobbies, people take notice. Hey man, you got a girlfriend? No. Why not? No return on investment. Simple as that. What I put into a woman, I will never be able to experience a yield, a higher rate of return. Now, there are some women out there that stand by their men. I've commented to women on that. Any experience with women with horses as a hobby? From my experience, they are self-centered more than usual. My mom, oh, absolutely. I knew a chick with horses and dogs. Oh yeah, you're last. They are very, very self-centered. You don't come first. An animal does. What's up with Mrs. Howell's eyelashes? Aaron Cole in the house. I would agree, man. Mrs. Howell. Mrs. Howell. What does chopping their hair off symbolize psychologically? I don't know. Maybe she has lesbian tendencies. That she can subconsciously act and she's independent like a man. I like the bob look. It's short, like right here, but when it's like butch, no way, dude. No way. Avoid at all costs, dated one for 18 months and nothing but a gold digger. Truth, Carl. Russell in the house. New hair, new chapter. There you go. Good response. New hair, new chapter. That makes sense. Trong Lu, I cringe when I hear a simp say happy wife, happy life. Happy life, no wife. Happy life. Let's see. No wife, less strife. If they end up being grandma, they will look stupid at the sight of their little children. Well, a lot of later in my bed, it's probably low maintenance too. Is there such thing as a modern happy wife? I would say 2 letters, N-O. I agree. I see a chick that posts her horses all the time on SM, and that's it. Oh, geez, they're everywhere. I cringe when I hear a female say I'm independent. They're not independent. Independent from what? From logic, cooperation, femininity. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. You are independent from logic. Great response. Hugo Boss. Yeah, bro, alcohol and horses ruined my female family. Single 10 years, my house is paid off, and so is my car, going my own way. Good for you. Barely good tenants. Good for you. I'd like to ask a woman this question. What do you value more, equality or freedom? If she says equality, run. If she says equality, she believes she should be on the pedestal. For what? Again, please tell me, what does she bring to the table? What does she bring? Does she pay your bills? Does she cook your food? Does she clean your house? Does she stand by you? Does she respect you and support you and give you attention? Because it's a very simple formula. And if women are watching this, here's the deal. Love on your guy in every possible way. You'll have the best life ever. Don't love on your guy. Disrespect him. Remove all intimacy. Treat him like dirt. Treat him like you're the queen and the king at the same time. You're going to be miserable. No wife, less strife. Yeah, absolutely. No name. I don't understand female obsession with horses. Is it maternal instinct? I have no idea. It probably goes back to some weird Disney show. You know, or when people rode horses and they connected with them. Horse whispering. There's a movie called The Horse Whisperer. Watch it. It's got Robert Redford. I cringe when I hear a woman say free-spirited. Well, that just means she's promiscuous, right? Tennis, stupidity, and lust ruin mine. Oh, there you go. EOMion1, rad, good to see ya. You're in the house. I like the phrase, no GF, no wife, no strife. Pissed the hell out of my ex when I posted on social media. She cared more about what others thought than our own relationship. Yes, they do. They could care less about what you even think or your opinions. Hey, if you're married and your refrigerator goes out and you know how to fix it, she won't ask you. She'll go to the neighbor that's male and ask him, even though you know how to fix it. Mine did that all the fucking time. 2-pack 71996, giving no eye contact at a baddie at the gym, and she always looking at me unless you coming home with me, no free attention. Damn right. Good for you, my man. See? Don't look at him. You smile at him, it's free attention. You look at him. You think about them. They know it. Right? Ron VJ Singh in the house. I asked a girl on a dating site who was a single mom, why did this guy left me? She was looking after the child. I'll buy her. She freaked and got mad at me for asking her that as if I was going to date her. Ha! Delusion. Female nature right there. I can't stand how people tell me to work on myself, and when I go to the gym, I see chicks on their phones and barely working out at all. Girls should go to the gym to work on themselves, and they don't. They go to the gym to get attention. Simple as that. Getting their body in shape gets some attention. Going to the gym gets some attention. Pulling up in their vehicle with their AirPods gets some attention. My grandma committed suicide over my mom's BS. Damn. The Manosphere woke me up. My dad is a blue pill simp, but I love him anyway. Your grandmother. Jeez. How old was she? Sorry to hear that. All my past girlfriends were like that. My mother was even the same way. Sex, sandwich, and silence is simple if you ask me. That's a life of simplicity and minimalism right there, Hugo. Good for you. It is crazy. Virtually impossible to not get caught looking at women at the gym. They wear tight yoga pants. I know. I know they do. They got ice in the back of their head, too. Suicide runs in my family. Aunt did it. Grandpa, grandma did it. Uncle did. Jeez. My last real romantic relationship woke me up from being blue pill. Good for you. Now you go be the character that changes the trajectory of that family's future. Horsewomen, I think, like the ability to dominate a strong animal, gives them the feeling of power. You're probably right, Carl. I just want to thank all the men kings here who come forward, sharing their experiences, lending knowledge to us young men. Make tough for life. I said it before and I'll say it again. I do this channel because we're here to share knowledge and experience of what we went through so nobody ever has to experience that, hopefully, by understanding what is behind the family courts, what is behind marriage, what is behind long-term relationships, what is behind cohabitation, the modern society we live with government, law enforcement, the potential havoc and potential destruction of a man. That's why we're here. We don't want to see that ever again. Right? Grandma was 75. She got drunk and ran her car into a tree. Also, my mom was drunk at her funeral too. Inspired me to pursue masculinity at all costs, chasing excellence through tennis and life. Jeez Louise, brother. Just keep watching these shows. Keep working on yourself. It's as simple as that. You are not responsible for anybody's demise. You are responsible for yourself and only yourself. And if you have kids. But you're not responsible for them, their happiness. We're all, by our example and by what we chase, right? We're responsible for our own happiness. Women cannot make us happy. We cannot make women happy. Simple as that. If we could, we'd all still be in relationships. 100% no name. Any experience with English as a second language teaching in Colombia? That's my plan. A few years for a little side income and saving. I have not done that. But I think a lot of people have talked about it. I'd buy a piece of property. I'd drive my Sprinter van and just chill out there, Carl. Wouldn't even have to rent. I'd throw in a few Polish sausages and some drinks and some good times, some French fries, and hang out. It seems that don't trust any woman. Go look at the YouTuber Miss Midwest. She's a ray of hope among young women who want to be traditional. Interesting. What do you do when your close buddies are simps? With what I know, it burns me up seeing them date single mothers. A lot of my friends are married. The simpy ones, I try to steer them away. They won't listen. They won't listen. I'll typically ask a question like, hey, is the baby daddy involved? Oh, yeah. He'll usually side with the chick. Oh, he was a total jerk, narcissist. Really? No. The woman probably just didn't act as a wife, and that turned him, he made him mad. Now, am I saying all men are good in marriage? No. But why is the guy cheating? It's less than 1% of men are sex addicts. So why is the guy cheating? Why does the guy have to cheat? It means he's not getting it, or he should be getting it. We all know what happens when you get married in a long-term relationship. What dries up? Dad was narcissistic, antisocial, alcohol addict. Mom was a narcissistic, depressed, schizo. They're blue pill. You better make sure that you stay strong. Do not look at the example. Look at the good in them. And now you've got to create your own legacy. Ray Vitaliza, Sam Vaknin is an established psychologist. He says that men used to abuse women in the past by treating them like property or slave. He says that the feminism originated from generational hate. Could go back to Adam and Eve, too. Good point. That's interesting. Any advice on meal prep recipes? Difficult to cook for one? No. Go get a piece of top sirloin, watch a couple YouTube, watch how to grill salmon on your stove. Easy. Easy stuff. Maintain frame. I like to make pasta, meatballs. I don't make the meatballs. I buy them. I buy a good quality kind. I like chili. Like salads. I like to make sandwiches. But I do cook steak, salmon. I made turkey. I've done the whole Thanksgiving dinner. I try to just do things that are easy and healthy. Get an air fryer. That's what you need. Check out air fryers. Greetings from Mexico. ¿Cómo estamos? You're a legend, bro. Gracias. Estuve en Cabo. Me encanta la victoria. ¿Qué más? La cerveza indio también. Love Mexico. Love it. Close, too. I wouldn't trust her. Even in the traditional, women tend to have some pretty dark secrets or tendency. Yes, they do. We don't cheat. We exercise our options. Yes. We're not getting it at home. We need it. Especially if they use social media. Masculine and chasing excellence is the answer. I'm no longer blue pilled. I'm working to build an invincible soul every day. Good. You keep hanging out with people like us. My big brother will marry his fiancée soon. If he end up divorced, that's on him. Of course it is. With all the information, men are without excuses. The hope strategy is real for a lot of guys. Marnie, the wing girl, wants McDuff to come back to the plantation and man up. Of course she does. It says she's going to make her money. I'm grateful I didn't inherit any of that. I have my own problems, and I can handle those, and it's nothing like the troubles they've had. Damn right. Damn right. MGTOW for life. Your Spanish isn't that bad for a gringo. Gracias. I did a video in Spanish too. No, I've lived in South America. I speak well. Just kidding. Men aren't ready to wake up until female nature hits them on the head. Yeah, something's gonna happen. That's how I woke up. That's how Carl woke up. Ever ask a woman why they filed for divorce 80 to 90% of the time? Typically, they come back with a controlling, emotionally abusive narrative. So I ask them, why are so many women bad at selecting men? You know what I like to say on a date, Carl, with a divorced woman? I say this, you know what you and I have in common? We're both failures at relationships. They defend that and say they're not. They blame the guy. I had to divorce him. He was a narcissist, controlling, abusive. Mm-hmm. You know how many times I've heard that? If I had a penny for those thoughts, I'd be a millionaire. Who said that? If anyone can tell me what band sings that in their lyrics, if I had a penny for my thought, I'd be a millionaire. I'll give you a huge shout out. Modern women ask traditional men when they are not traditional themselves. Yes? Again, they want everything until they don't. They struggle with an answer. The majority of women initiate divorces. Of course they do. They're quit. If you can find a woman that doesn't quit, you might have found something, a rare gem. That was the best advice for narc relatives. Some people have to learn the hard way for them to wake up. Yes, they do. Yes, we did. Let's be glad that we've woken up, we figured this out, but we're all so close. 21 Studios. Make the Manosphere great again. I would agree with that. Is this 21 Studios from, is this Anthony Dream Johnson? Make Women Great Again. I'm trying to find that hat too. Everclear, nope. It's not a rock band. It's a rap band. I just probably gave it away. I knew a guy in Ontario who worked his entire life, bought a house on his own, but had a divorce. His wife was paralegal to a lawyer. The dude got effed pretty bad, red pill for life. Stuff is real, man. Stuff is real. You know? And there is a fight in the manosphere, right? We need to get this information out to everybody, make awareness, help others. I think there's value in congregating as a group, but there's so many different factions now. And the amount of money it takes to put them on is one thing. Now, there's a group that's happening in Vegas. There's a group, 21 Studios is the biggest one that they do every year. I've watched a lot of their speakers. They had Jesse Peterson. He's the one that says, beta male. Which is great, right? Accountability is kryptonite to women. Oh, geez, he got it. If I had a penny for my thoughts, I'd be a millionaire. Good for you, man. But huge shout out to E-O-M-I-N-M-1. I can't even say that right. I'm calling you E from now on. E, shout out. He got it down. Good for you. 21 Studios is here. Sick Vlad in the house. I learned the hard way. We all did. Darlie Lambert. Modern women deserve modern men. No chivalry, no date, no courtship. They need, yes. Yes, correct. The majority of women initiate divorces. The majority of those have college degrees. Yes, they do. 21 Studios. Legit. Destroy all frauds. Yes. I don't believe that you can masquerade as a red pill guru selling PUA techniques, 21 Studios. I don't believe in PUA. I believe in understanding female nature to help men become better versions of themselves. If you watch some of my videos, we don't hate women. We understand them so we can live a better life. And I've seen a lot of the videos with 21 Studios. Greg Adams is, I love Greg Adams. That was a great that you got him. I believe he's doing another event, but I don't really respect guys that are married trying to tell others how to be red pill. And I've always been under the inclination that a woman is 10 digits away from destroying your life. So any man giving me red pill advice that's younger, that's never been married, or has his own biological kids, or has been through the court system, doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And a guy that gets divorced and gets another girlfriend, and they all have girlfriends in long-term relationships spewing advice, that's bullshit too. So there is a fight within the manosphere, and we should. What would be the theme I'm going after? We've got to come together and make men stronger and understand female nature. So I side with content creators that do that want to that aren't living a double life. If you're telling me not to get married, but you're living with a woman, there's an issue there. Right? Anyhow, keep up the work. I like a lot of those videos. Now I'm curious about this new event in Vegas versus your event, wherever it's going to happen. We actually thought about going to yours was it Orlando? Was it Timmy Kramer? Timmy Kramer wanted, and I and a couple others were thinking about going, but something happened. Anyhow, appreciate you being here. Darlie Lambert agreed. They should have me. I'll come out and speak free of charge. Spike, Beastie Boys, absolutely. They are not a reflection of yourself. This is what makes them unhealthy. They don't respond accordingly. Why don't women rarely take accountability for their actions, such as divorce, as previously discussed? Women do not take accountability or responsibility. Simple as that. It's just an emotional, it's just part of their programming. 21 Studios, Jawara King. Would love to hear Anthony's take on the CME conference. Donovan is hawking. I'm not going to cast judgment, but there's some, I don't know, something weird. E, yes, sir. Expose all frauds, max transparency, 100%. And this is coming from the president of the Manosphere. I think, if you're not walking the walk that you're talking, that there's a big issue with me. Children rarely take accountability for their actions. Yes, they don't want to be punished. That's the deal. I think that's what goes back to women, why they won't want to take accountability. They're that 5-year-old little girl that doesn't want to be punished by their parents, right? So they try to get out of it. KT in the house. You can love women or you can understand them, but it's hard to do both. Agree? Preach. Hey, you guys got to go watch that video of, thanks, brother. 21 Studios. Go watch that video on Anthony Dream Johnson's Medusa. He married a gal, and she's actually in one of those videos. Redhead. Voluptuous. And go watch that video that he did, Marry Medusa. That was actually, god dang it, man. Wow. But exposing that crap, even in his own personal life. Let's see what else. You got it. I would like to know how 21 Studios found my channel. That's interesting. Draw a line in the sand. JP. Dreddy G. Is DDJ's, you guys talk about that. Mind if I say something about China food? Sure. Okay, where are we at? Wind is in the house. Okay, KT hit it right on the money. Could have, as I think I shouted out to Sig. Trong, yeah, I knew you'd get it. If I had a penny for my thoughts, I'd be a millionaire. Women don't have to. They don't have to take accountability or responsibility, right? We've allowed them to be that way. But number one, they're not logical. They can't do that. It's very rare that they do. If they do, great. One night I just wreaked havoc on my high school years. It's okay. We didn't know better. Ring in the house. Kind of hard to be MGTOW on Mexico. Yeah, I can see that. Rolo docs the location of over 50 attendees to. I saw that video. I'm not aware of Rolo targeting individual men in the Manosphere for more specific doxing. Yeah, I remember when that came out with and the entrepreneur in cars pulled out as well. Do what you preach, preach what you do. I'm worried for my boys because she's raising them. You should be. You should be 100%. But you know what? You got to be stable. If you can't see them, you have to be consistent and stable. They will wake up. They're boys. It's going to take a while, though. Men get humbled in their 20s. Women get humbled when they hit the wall. Carl, Rad, what's your take on Tom McDonald? He's been blowing up YouTube with his lyrics. I'm all right. What about Mark Posse? I've seen a couple of his stuff. I don't know much about him. He's a pretty smart dude. He talks a lot about quantum physics, too. 21 Studios, awesome video on DS. Keeping an eye on my fellow Manospherians from the president of the Manosphere. Appreciate it, man. Let's see. The Medusa video is groundbreaking. Supreme Canon in the house. Shout out. I'm glad it's there. Woman was a total smoke show. Imagine if they were legally married with kids. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that. I don't know how I got turned on to that, but oh, geez. And then I saw her interviewing somebody. I think she was interviewing George Bruno, if I remember. Can't believe a dating coach would marry a pig. Well, I just a dating coach, a PUA guy that is pulling game should not be getting married. Doesn't it go against all credibility? I don't know. I had to fight to be where I am, but we got them. Grandfather 10K plus subs have the nerve to give their detrimental opinions on calling out grifters. Well said. And when studios, thanks, fam. Well, it's great to have you guys in the house. Oh, I didn't miss it. Yay. Lord Spawn in the house. When the ex is full custody, every visit is like a hostage negotiation. You have to watch everything you say because you know you're going to be interrogated when they go back. Yes. Why do women constantly file false accusations in court, such as the Deshaun Watson and Kavanaugh allegations, wanting to be a victim? Because it spins the narrative. And then the narrative of toxic masculinity, the narrative of no accountability. That's what it does. It continues to push the man down and down and down. And that's why the narrative continues. Men have to stand up and band together, and we have to opt out of this crap. We have to opt out of the game, right? Hey, thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. That's great. He put us under his wing. I do like 21 content. Got to catch up. Well, he puts all of his content out there, which is great. I've seen them all. Elliot Hulse, Socrates. I think Socrates, right? The last one that with Greg Adams one, I thought that was great. Anyhow, love to sit down and have a drink with you. China in record numbers is buying wheat, food, and water. The food inflation in the U.S. is increasing. There is a theory that a severe food shortage will happen in the U.S. in the near future. I would agree. Put your money in chasing excellence, building yourself, and getting provisions. Simple as that. Don't put money into women anymore. There's no return on investment. None. Susan from our chat probably got banned out to be Dexter. She might have. Or she's doing things. Happy Easter. There's actually a bit of evidence behind it, not enough space in that chat to explain it, but do your research. I will. Darlie Lambert, they get money out of it oftentimes because of their greediness. Yes, just go look what happened to the Duke lacrosse team like 10 years ago. It's a complete fabrication. Those guys were destroyed. Interrogating your kids on the other parent is alienation. That's child abuse, 100%. As a rule, for myself, I try not to post my opinions on anything or anyone. I do, however, like asking questions. Introspection is a bitter medicine that I'm willing to take now and again. Good for you. Supreme Canon, 21 studios. Your conventions are the only sphere gatherings that have survived the past decade. Every other one was one-shot deal, then fell apart. You should have told my parents that. Not sure they would care even if you did tell them. Hit the like, boys. 6 books out there, 2 final ones coming out. I can tour again. Awesome, brother. Chasing excellence. I'm betting one would care and the other wouldn't. Hit the likes. Well, guys, this is the deal. We need to get awareness out there and help others. And this is how we do it, right? We don't tear each other down because we're spreading information that could potentially save their lives, right? And this infighting, this PUA crap, selling ways. There is no way around female nature. There's no shortcut. There's no golden bullet. Okay? Female nature is female nature. You understand it. That is all you can do. There's no special word that you can use or special phrase or special frame you can hold that's going to change that. Darlene Peña Ponciano, give me your opinion about this new administration allowing trans men to participate in women's sports and the feminists agreeing with that. I don't know. Are the feminists agreeing to that? I don't know. That'll be an interesting thing to see. Because even some of these Republicans don't want trans men competing with women. Which if they don't want equality, they should let whoever, whatever they are, compete with whomever. But no, they want their own bubble so they can control it. I would love to see trans men or trans women compete with men or with women. They brought it on. They should be allowed. Prince said it best, maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Yeah. I'm hoping he rose above that upbringing. To no name. The Manosphere has had a big dust up every few years as long as I can remember. Sorts the wheat from the chaff in the long run. Yes, it does. A dating coach shouldn't be dating an overweight woman. 100%. 100%. Ours in the house. Do you think Andrew Briggs back in the house? Do you think Mexican women are better than American women for marriage? LTR. I think no woman is better for marriage for a man. The return on investment diminishes every single day. You might have a better chance of not getting divorced. Female nature is going to rear its head because that's their brain. It's an emotional brain. They're all the same at that point. I was in Mexico, and all the chicks on we were looking at that dating app was crazy. It was girls had fluffy lips and trying to get you to Instagram. Mexicans, beautiful women. Same thing. Same in the States. Same in Colombia. Same thing. Female nature can be reined in by allowing men to just patriarchally leading them. Gotcha. You're absolutely right. Female nature can be reined in by allowing men to just patriarchal lead them. Yeah, but who wants to lead anymore? The emasculation of men is causing that. It's time to support our local communities. Away with Walmart-like types. Teach young men trades. 100%. Chase money and excellence, not women. Even women know this is true. You know who can't be red-pilled and married. That's how we did in the past. It worked then. Why fix something that ain't broke? I think young women in their 20s are now getting Botox or lip fillers or whatever. Oh, geez, absolutely. Guys, just go do it. Just download Tinder. Look at the 18 to 30-year-olds. Actually, 18 to 50. Tell me how much, especially the women, they got the fluffy lips. That's right, E. They don't allow men to lead themselves unless there's danger and poverty. When it's safe, they want equality until they don't. That is simple, simple, simple. If there's a war, are they fighting the front lines? No. They're behind you, right? They want you to fight, save them. Is that truly independent of men? They only want equality until they don't, right? Women tend to be very insecure, hence all of this surgery. Every modern female in my family has surgery. Simple as that, Rad. Well said. This is, guy. Listen, let's get this message out there. Let's help others. Let's make men aware of female nature. We do not hate females. We understand them. We do not chase women. We chase excellence. We rebel against defeat. We get back up when we're pushed down. We help others. We help other men. We share content. We share awareness. We share experience. This is what we're here for. Independent like a tropical fern in a greenhouse in Iceland. Exactly. Well said. I get an older woman getting Botox, but a woman in her 20s. So yeah, they're getting one. Dude, yeah, look. They're getting all those fillers when they're 19, 20. Ridiculous. Guys, this is rebel against defeat. Chase excellence, masculinity, men first.